Shalom. Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. And salutations to you, Akim, teaching all truth and sincerity. I'm going to start in Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel, set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, double honors to the other apostles, great millstone, and salutations to you, I can teach all truth and sincerity. This lesson is the so-called white man, who is Esau, are going into slavery, and the other nations are going into slavery with them, part one. So I started in Isaiah 14 and 1 because it says the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. So Yahweh is going to have mercy on his people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, and he's going to basically choose them to be the rulers in the kingdom of heaven. Because it says in second Esdras 6 and 9, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of which that follow it. So Jacob is the beginning of righteousness. He's the beginning of righteousness, the beginning of the kingdom of like the kingdom of heaven, like that's the gift that Yahweh is gonna give his people, and Yahweh Shai is gonna be the king in the kingdom of heaven, and the elect of Israel are gonna be the kings with him. They're gonna be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. They're going to be in rulership with him. And all of Israel, all the men of Israel are gonna be in rulership and have that kingly mentality, but it's gonna be an order to things. And it starts with Yahweh Shai, starts with the elect. We're gonna govern the nation of Israel and the kingdom. And these heathens, starting with the so-called white man and the other nations, are going to be our slaves. It says that in Isaiah 1 through 3. It says Isaiah 14, 1 through 3. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. So the nation of Israel are going to go into a retirement, an everlasting retirement. We're not going to be um we're going to be given rest from our hard bondage that we have been inflicted. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and many Americans, like Elder Yashawamba from Dallas has said, we going to party. Like we going to party in the kingdom. We're going to party. We're not going to this is not the time to live it up. We're going to party in the kingdom. This is not the time. In this captivity, it's not the time to be living it up. We're going to party. You know, that's why it says in Micah 2, verse 10, arise ye and depart. This is not your rest. Uh, for it will destroy you, even with a sure destruction. You know, it's not our time to be so wrapped up in America's society, and it's not our time to be so wrapped up here. We're gonna have slaves in the kingdom, and starting with the so-called white man who's Esau, and these other nations also with it. Um, and I'm gonna skip down to Isaiah 14 verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shouldst brought down to hell, to the side of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners of his prisoners, all the kings of nations, even all them, in lie in glory, one in his own house. But thou art cast out thy graves like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, through, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of pit, as the casket trodden under feet. My point was, these nations gonna look at Esau in when they're in captivity. Esau, they're gonna look at him as just the man that did shake kingdoms. They're gonna narrowly look upon Esau like that, but they're all gonna be in. Esau's not gonna go into captivity by himself. He's gonna have friends with him, and that's also goes to the point back up where it says, um all these nations are going to be our servants and our handmaids. They're going to serve us. They're going to be our handmaids. They're going to do everything that is asked of them, and they're going to be under our law, statute, commandments, and we're going to judge them off our law, statute, commandments, because the law, statute, commandments are going to be written in our inward parts, and we're going to judge them off that. And I got two more scriptures after this. My first scripture I got after this is Job 26:6 through 9. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach up upon the stars, he shall perish forever, like his own dung. And they which have seen him shall say, Where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall he place any more behold him. That's talking about uh, Esau's latter end. He'll be like a dream. Like our generations, our children in the kingdom will actually not even know the knowledge of an Edomite. They'll be like, who's an Edomite? What was an Edomite? And we'll be there to tell them a story, like the story, the nightmares, or the dreams, the actual stories that be told in the kingdom will actually be taught, will be actually be about America, about this kingdom, this queendom will be talked about in the kingdom, in bedtime stories to the children. Like the kids will actually hear a bedtime stories about Esau, about these wars, about all this stuff will be the next bedtime stories for the children. Um and My last scripture is Revelations 13 9 9 and 10. It says, Revelations 13 9 and 10, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. And the saints of the Israelites and the so-called white man led the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans into captivity. So, you know, karma, they say karma is a bitch, and what goes around comes around. And the Most High Yahweh wouldn't be a balanced and fair power if he allowed the so-called white man to get salvation, to get the kingdom, to get um to get basically saved from destruction, if he enact judgment on us, the nation of Israel, and gave, because Most High Yahweh judged our people as a nation. The so-called white man, his people haven't gone through slavery. His people haven't gone through um being gone through that brutal enslavement. They haven't endured that pain and suffering. They haven't endured that judgment, and they're going to endure that judgment. It takes me back to that Lamentations. This is my last scripture. Lamentations 4, verse 22. It says, "The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins." So the so-called white man's sins are not blotted out. All his sins are going to be his iniquities will be visited upon him. So I'm gonna end it with this. I'm gonna say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and salutations to Akim, teach all truth sincerity. I'm gonna say shalom. Till next time.